Hi there. Thank you for checking out this video. I know you're going to get great value out of it. And I want to welcome all Hilton Head Island area personal injury attorneys and law firms checking this out. Today I'm going to talk to you about something very important about how much revenue can you or your competition generate ranking on page one of Google. Now you're most likely seeing this because you're not ranking on page one of Google, which means your competition is enjoying the benefits of what I'm going to talk about here briefly. But real briefly first, just tell you I'm a local business consultant and owner, founder of DigitalWave Marketing, an online marketing and advertising agency. We're located in Bluftton, although we do work with clients not just locally or regionally, but nationally. I started working back online in as early as 1999. I didn't really get started fully until about 2008, beginning working with businesses. Before I was doing this, I did spend time as a private lending officer, so I worked with a lot of professionals, such as attorneys. That's why I transitioned over into helping professionals in their practices, including attorneys and law firms. And one thing we do specialize is in getting attorneys more paying clients each month by optimizing their marketing and advertising efforts online. Now, our local marketing services include search engine optimization for both your website as well as your other digital assets, which can include ranking your Google My Business page in something called the 3-pack. It's where the maps area is on page one of Google. When you get any results locally, you will see a map, a Google map there, and then followed by 3 or 4 listings. That's where your Google My Business page should be ranked there, and that's how we help businesses get ranked there with our SEO services. We also provide Facebook marketing and video marketing. Now, why I contacted you, I did a Google search for several keywords your website should be ranked for. However, as far as I am able to tell, your website is not currently ranking on page one of Google for any relevant keyword, which is costing you and your firm undoubtedly online traffic, leads, sales, revenues, profits, all of which is currently going to your competitors, which I'm sure you don't like to hear that, but I like to help you change that, and that's why I'm here today. I can help you and your firm with this problem and challenge starting as soon as today. Now, I want to quickly show you how much potential revenue you are currently missing out on for not ranking for just one keyword. Today, the keyword is Hilton Head Island personal injury attorneys. What if your firm ranked on page one of Google for that keyword? Do you know how much more revenue could your and your law firm generate from ranking just this one keyword on page one of Google? Let's find out right now. I'm going to flip over out of the presentation for a minute, and I'm going to show you a report that I put together from my own personal software that I had developed. I actually commercialized it and sold it as well, and currently sell it. What this does, though, it allows us to take any keyword and do create a report that's called the SEO Return on Investment Estimation Report. It's a real mouthful, I know, but it allows us to get an idea how much does possibly make by ranking on page one of Google for any particular keyword. In this instant, we're looking at the keyword Hilton Head Island personal injury attorneys. Now, this is going to be real eye-opening for you. Now, I did put some assumptions in here. Yours can be different. If you want a personal report based on your own assumptions, be more than happy to help you out. Just need to give me a call or email me. My contact information should be below. It's also at the end of this video. Anyway, the assumptions are for this particular keyword, 200 Google searches monthly. I did put an average lifetime value per client or per case per file, however you want to define that, at $50,000. Now, this is for personal injury, so it's not for other cases, other practice areas, because we're talking about this specific keyword for personal injury. So, on average, what's your personal injury case? What's the average dollar value do you put on that? Yours could be higher, could be lower, could be different, could be the same. I think this is probably conservative, but I put it in there just to give us an example to create this report. CTR is click-through rate. That's just for how many out of every 100 clicks, how many clicks are on the first ranking, the first result, the second result, so on and so forth. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get down here. Percent of monthly clicks convert to prospect calls and emails. Now, out of 100 clicks to your site, how many of those clicks convert to somebody opting into your email if you have a form on your site, and you should, or they call you? And I just have 15 out of 100. That might be considered conservative for you, might be right on, it might be high. Again, we have to put an example there, so I put 15%. Now, out of those 15% people, how many do you convert when they call or email you? How many of those do you convert to clients? And I said for every 10, you're converting 2. That might, again, be high or low. or it might be just right on, again, an example, but 2 out of every 10 of those that call you or email you are converting into clients. You can ignore the average CPC, that's cost per click, but that's for AdWords. And go right here, I put an estimated monthly fee of $2,000. I'm not saying that is or isn't the fee here or anything like that. It's just, for example, I had to plug something in. The other thing I want to point out is that when we use this fee, it's a static number, but you can be ranking for many keywords. For example, at the last Hilton Head Island area firm I worked with, I got over 100 keywords ranked on page 1 of Google for them, as well as over 100 keywords ranked in the Google 3-pack for various keywords in various practice areas. Now I stopped working with them about a year ago or so, and did great things for them. They had internal strife, all that, you know how that can be sometimes, and I'm not even sure if they're still together, quite frankly, but it's time for me to get back into the market, and I'm offering, and we'll talk more about it, but I can work with only one firm in the area, so you're going to want to take that in consideration when you reach out to call me or email. You're going to want to do it promptly, because I could be gone by the time you do that. Hopefully not, but I had to warn you. Now, with those assumptions, if you were to rank on page 1, number 1, for the keyword Hilton Head Island personal injury attorneys, you could, on an estimated basis, land almost 2 clients, about 1.82 clients per month, new clients, which is almost 22 on an annual basis, which is great numbers. Of course, that's ranking number 1, page 1, and that it's based, of course, on all our assumptions above. Now, doing that, though, if we just take the $50,000 lifetime value of a case multiplied by 1.82 on a monthly basis, you could be bringing in an additional $91,000, and then if on an annual basis, that'd be almost 1.1 million. Now, I do need to point out, as you very well know, for personal injury, it's typical to contingencies, so you're not bringing those dollars in necessarily each and every month. It's going to be whenever you settle, whenever your trial is successfully completed, all that good stuff. But you know, for us to come up with numbers over time, that's why we use your average case value to do that. Now, we can ignore the AdWords here, but you can see they would be significantly more than what I even put down here as an example. The thing I want to point out are the last 3 spots here, and the last 3 lines is your like I said, is really the last 2. There's the estimated SEO fee I put in, but your monthly estimated SEO profit from this scenario would be $89,000. So on a monthly basis, your estimated SEO, it's really monthly, annual, over the lifetime of each client is 4,550%. So it's really a no-brainer if you can bring in $89,000 for just $2,000 a month. And annually, that would be over $1 million for $24,000 of fees. Like I said, it's not, I'm not saying that's it. There's too many variables out there for me to tell you what the fee would be. That's just an example I'm using here so we can, you know, talk about this. Really, it's more kind of the overview of seeing what is really possible when you are ranking on page 1 of Google. Answers that that question that everybody wants to know. You know, what's the potential they can earn. Now, I want to show you just number 10 here. If you're ranked on page 1 number 10, you think, hey, great, I'm ranked on page 1 at 10. Really, not so fast, because in this example, you might, and these are just based on the estimates and the numbers, that you might land 1 client, or you can't obviously land 0.84% or 8.84 of a client. But if you land 1 client per year, it would still be a very profitable situation. Here we're showing 175%. It would be 200% if you landed a client at 50,000 or a little over 200%, because it would only be 24,000 be the fees on an annual basis. So the point I'm trying to make here is that it's really rank 1 through 10. You want to be on page 1 of the course, but if you work, you know, even if you're ranked currently on page 10 for this keyword, let's say, or any other keyword, and they have these same numbers, would you rather rank number 10, number 9, or all the way up to number 1? Of course, the higher you rank, the more value and potential income you can bring in, more online traffic, more visitors to your site. The more leads you have an opportunity to convert into clients and to increase your revenues and bottom line profits. So I hope this is going to get your juices flowing, get you an idea of what is really possible when you are ranking, and the importance of SEO and ranking on page 1 of Google. And of course, these types of numbers are also the same when you rank inside of Google's 3-pack. I'll just show you really quick. I wasn't planning on that, but since we're here, just in case you're not familiar with the 3-pack is, I'm going to go ahead and open up Google, and we're going to put in that particular keyword, and we can come up with the results. You can see here the top are going to be your AdWords, and then down below is we have the Google Maps. This is the 3-pack. So if you're not here, potentially you click on more places, you might find your listing here. And if you're not listed anywhere, that means you don't have a Google My Business page. You desperately need to have one. And if, for instance, if you're like these guys or these guys down here, you don't have any reviews, you want to have reviews too. Not one reviews, but you want to have reviews as well, because that can help you land clients as well. Reviews honestly don't really help much in terms of ranking in the 3-pack, but consumers read reviews and they rely on those reviews heavily. And this area is also very important for ranking mobilely, because these show up first on a mobile. Usually on a mobile device, it takes up the entire page, and people many times don't scroll past the 3-pack or open it up at the maximum. So you really want to be paying attention what's going on in the 3-pack as well, and I can help you there as well. Now let me just flip back over to my presentation, make sure I open it back up in full so you can see it. Now, so we've gone over the estimated SEO return on investment for just that one keyword, and I hope you can see now the value of ranking on page 1 of Google. That's just one. What if you rank for, like I said before, I have a client, hundreds of keywords? Can mean big things, big changes for you. Now, it's really a question to rank or not to rank. Now that you've seen the power and profit potential of ranking on page 1 of Google for just one keyword, let me ask you this. Do you want your competitors to continue to rank on page 1 of Google for your firm's relevant keywords, and as a result, your competitors continue to land clients in cases that should be yours? Or do you want your website to rank on page 1 of Google for your firm's relevant keywords, which puts you in prime position to generate more clients, cases, and more revenues instead of your competition? Now, really, that's a rhetorical question, right? I believe this is the ultimate no-brainer opportunity for you and your firm. However, you must take fast action because of exclusivity. Here's the deal. I only work with one law firm per city metropolitan area in South Carolina. In fact, throughout the country, this is the same exclusivity rule that I have. Not all SEOs do. They should, in my opinion, but they all don't, just so you know. But I do it to ensure that we never have a conflict of interest when working with our clients to get them the best results. After all, there can only be one top law firm in each South Carolina city, right? Of course. Now, the spots for each city are always snapped up very quickly, though, so you really need to call me today to see if we still even have a spot available for your firm in the Hilton Head, Bluftton area. Whatever you do, do not drag your heels on this. I've sent this to multiple Hilton Head Island and Bluftton area law firms, so they could be viewing this right now too and calling me, or emailing me. The quickest thing to do is to email me, or excuse me, to call me. Whatever you do something. If the spot is still available, it goes to the first qualified firm that actually retains us. I cannot reserve spots. I'm sorry. It's just the way that it is. So what you need to do right now is you need to call me for a quick 10-minute discussion, and I'll walk you through the process. Very simple to walk through it, but very important. I can see now that you know the value of ranking on page 1 of Google, ranking in the 3-pack as well. Get you both of those types of results so you can start bringing in more clients, more cases, and more revenues. Now, what you need to do is, again, is call me. Here's all my contact information. I wanted to leave it for you at the end, as well as probably will be at the bottom of, I think my phone number right now is at the bottom of the report as well. Whatever you do, if you're interested, you got to call me back, or in a minimum, email me. My phone number is 843-290-9950. You can call me any day, every day. If I'm not available, just leave a message, and I call you back as soon as I can. And if you're in a queue, so to speak, I will call you back before somebody later that calls me. So the sooner, the better for you. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to talking to you very soon. With that, we're going to end the show, and we're going to sign off, and we will talk soon. Take care now. Bye.